in and fucking plays it somehow without spilling his drink. So I swim my little FDR ass as far as I can, which is about 20 feet before I give up, and I'm like, all right, guess I'll die now. And just when I thought all hope was lost, I realized that I could fucking stand up in the water this entire time. Oh my god, I'm gonna make it! God, that Pokemon deal is off the table. So in the end, both me and my Uncle Sean had to drag this shithole paddle boat that tried to murder us back onto shore. And that's when my Uncle Sean turns to me and was like, hey, maybe don't tell anybody about this little mishap that we had out there. And you know what? That's exactly what I did. I kept it a big old secret. So much of a secret that apparently it turned into a fucking repressed memory. Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't make that.
Hey, your mother. I don't really appreciate what you're doing down there, booby. But it didn't matter. They never stopped or responded or anything like that. And I had to keep my ass out on the couch because, well, I was definitely not trying to hear that shit, that's for sure. Now, keep in mind that at this point, we still have not had any direct confrontation with Tom. Not a single conversation or a, hey, howdy do, I heard you fucking last night. Nothing. Nothing at all. Well, all that would change. Fucking whispered words of encouragement. Way to go, Tom. You can do it. Just know that you did traumatize my ass quite a bit in return. And every time I hear two fucking dogs fighting underneath the table, I can't help but think of your bald ass. The end. Brewstew.com. All right. Now, for those of you that don't know, years ago, me and my friend
I can't beat it.
what we thought was a haunted
go.
house. Or I'm sorry, not a haunted house, a haunted.
But it wasn't just his house. He'd flip out if he stayed at my house, too. We'd be in my room sleeping. All of a sudden, he shoots up out of bed like Linda Blair and shit. Ah! Oh, god damn it, not again. I'd have to, like, huck a Furby at him to buy some time, then scamper out of my room like my fucking house is on fire. Then go downstairs where my parents are playing cards and be like, hey, my friend's possessed by the devil and he's losing his shit. Can I just play Where David starts screaming like he's a goddamn pterodactyl. I wake up and see his ass running circles around Steven and his little brother. They're laying on the floor trying not to move or make eye contact like they're a part of a goddamn hostage standoff. Steven's mom, who apparently is a much lighter sleeper than David's mom, comes running downstairs with a baseball bat thinking there's a goddamn Wolverine in the house or some shit. But instead, she finds a 9-year-old attention deficit child running amok in her house. Everybody calm down. Let the devil run its course. He will be normal. How do I turn this thing off?
I don't know, dude. Let's just ignore it and go back to sleep.
So since I can't find an off switch or take the batteries out without a screwdriver, I decided to shake the shit out of it and hope for the best. Of course, there's no such thing as shaken Furby syndrome, so we're back to square one. Party! Party! So now I'm in a panic. I huck this goddamn thing into Tommy's closet, and for the rest of the night, you listen to this fucking Furby babble on and on and on. Now, F, actually, let's give it 2 Fs, and those can stand for fuck Furbies. How about that? The end. Alright, we all had that friend growing up that had all the cool toys that you never had. You get all jealous like, oh, cool, look, he's got a Nintendo 64, and I'm over here with 3 Lincoln Logs. Cool. And that kid to me was my friend David. He had pretty much everything he wanted as a kid. For example, David had a bunk bed in his house. What do we do? How about we try to hurt each other? Oh, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Let's play a game called Dropkick. How do you play Dropkick? Oh, here, I'll show you. That was the name of our favorite game to play on the trampoline. Dropkick. Not the most clever name, but I got the point across. And I'm going to teach you guys how to play Dropkick, all right? Rule number 1, be a dumbass 9-year-old kid. Okay, check. We got that. We all qualify. Rule number 2, try to injure your friends as much as possible, only using your feet. Kick them in the teeth, kick them in the belly, knock the air out of them. Oh, God, I think I'm gonna throw up. Do anything you can to try to hurt your best friend. Made somebody bleed? Cool. That member is waking up on the couch with everybody staring at me. What the hell? Why is everybody staring at me? What is this, some kind of shitty surprise birthday party? The paramedics bust through the door. They carry me to the ambulance. I'm still completely oblivious to what's going on. You know I can walk, right? I have legs that work. Yeah, but you don't have a fucking brain that works, apparently. So what the hell? And they're like, okay, this machine's a little noisy. Just try to focus on your music. Oh yeah, a little noise when they glue a bunch of electrodes to your head and they sit you in front of a strobe light. I remember thinking a strobe light, oh my god, they're trying to make me have a seizure now. What a bunch of assholes. Okay, just sit back and relax. We're just gonna shine a few lights in your eyeballs. I you feeling? You feeling a little seizure-y? No, but I'm feeling like my goddamn brain's gonna explode. Oh, man, I thought you'd be flopping all over the floor by now. Well, I guess we could hit you in the head with this frying pan and see what happens. After all this hellacious testing, my arcade cabinets are electrocuting people left and right. Fucking vending machines would huck cans of pop at Little League teams and shit. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. All I knew is that a lot of the adults around me were suddenly concerned about this whole thing. Right before winter break, my fucking teacher's like, everybody have a Merry Christmas and a very happy end of the fucking world. My Uncle Rick is spouting off crazy shit at Christmas dinner, freaking everybody the hell out. I bought a few extra cans of SpaghettiOs just in case. I even got the ones with the hot dogs in them. You know, the good shit. We'll be fine. Meanwhile, Uncle Rick's picking a fucking fight with a microwave and shit. I'm on to you, you fucking microwave piece of shit. You're not electrocuting my ass at midnight. Take it easy, Rick. Freaking everybody out. That's exactly why your fucking landlord filed a restraining order against your ass. Well, eventually, it's time for the big moment. It's time for the... He's like a shitty piggy bank. The look on my teacher's face. She didn't even know what the hell to say. Eric, what the fuck? I was washing them with my mouth so I could make them shiny and clean. Eric, you're gonna get bacterial meningitis or some shit. All right, that's enough bowling for one day. Everybody, get out. And that was the end of our field trip. So maybe I was wrong about the bowling alley. Maybe it was more educational than I thought. After all, I learned a lot that day. Things like DUIs and hookers are bad for you. And that bowling shoes can taste like Cheetos. And I learned a great way to make it happen when I woke up. Because that's when I realized that I had to go to work and stand in the service aisle, buy the fucking tires, and do absolutely nothing for hours and hours on end. Because that was the majority of my goddamn job. Now, if you don't think that's a nightmare, well, you obviously have never worked a dead-end job before in your life. I basically worked